Hello and happy Halloween. Happy 31st of October 2016. This is the last day of the stream.
We saved the best for last, I think.
Yep, this is the big one. This is the one that it got me into survival horror. This is Silent Hill 2. As with every other stream, this is made to raise awareness for multiple sclerosis, which is a disease of the central nervous system that affects 23,700 Australians as of the last census.
Which we obviously can't rely on the new census.
No, because it hasn't come out yet.
One person.
No, it hasn't come out yet, and it's probably been hacked or something. Yeah. And 11,400 of these have a severe or acute version of it, which means they're limited to the kind of work they do, and they are limited to it affects their day-to-day life. Now, because it's the disease of the central nervous system, that means that the symptoms can vary from extreme fatigue, constant pain throughout their bodies, to motor function problems, and even blindness. It's a horrible, horrible disease that not many people are aware of because the symptoms are not out there. They're not very visible. So, unfortunately, a lot of people think that people who have MS are fine, which they're not.
After we got
So
separated in that
we'll just watch this little intro, and then we'll talk about the game. Oh, and by the way, please go to msaustralia.org.au for more information on multiple sclerosis.
You were always so forgetful. Remember that time in
This
the
is the
hotel?
best music.
It's so good. What's his name? Akira
Yamaoka.
Yeah.
You said you took everything.
I
But
still
you
listen
forgot
to this.
that
It's on my regular rotation.
Same. It's on my iPod.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's still there.
This is Lorison.
Yeah.
And then the other one is
Aren't you Maria?
It's so good.
So good.
It's really like it gets you good.
Oh, I know. So awesome.
Something Edith Small Sanctuary
Huh?
is the other one that I
From Silent Hill 2.
from Silent Hill 2.
I've got the whole soundtrack.
The whole
man.
soundtrack is excellent. Those two give me the feels.
Yeah.
Feel like really bad.
I like White Noise, Promise. This one obviously. Theme of Laura piano is good too.
This is like one of the first games that I remember thinking like it's like a movie, and I was really enjoying this, like getting lost in it.
Well, this
This
game,
and Metal Gear.
yeah. Well, this game made me cry.
Yeah.
It's the first game that ever made me
So
cry,
good.
and it's only a handful. Can you type in? Something like that? It's only a handful of games that that made me cry. This, The Last of Us. Yeah, a few, man. I know like Metal Gear Solid 2 did for you, yeah, with the death of Lone Wolf or the Wolf.
Yeah, no, it's
Sniper Wolf.
Sniper Wolf. It's Metal Gear, good. But Snake Eater.
Oh, Snake
Still,
Eater,
like,
yes.
Still made
When
me
you're climbing up the
yes,
ladder,
oh.
yes.
And then the a cappella version
Yeah,
of the
I know.
Snake Eater theme song.
And as
is
you're
so
climbing
good.
up
I
it,
know.
oh.
It's just like and I had it timed. I don't know if like that was
It
on
was.
purpose,
It
or
was on
just me.
purpose. No.
It was just a bit
Yeah,
odd.
it was because it didn't continue until you keep going,
Mm.
and then when you reach the top, it
It's like,
said it.
ends
Yeah.
it's so good.
Oh, so good.
Seriously.
But yeah, but this game is the first time I experienced an emotion from a game, other than just like fun and stuff.
Yeah. And it's scary,
Yeah.
but it actually has like a lot of
Oh, it's got
beautiful moments.
not just beautiful moments. It's got some really heavy themes about loss, about infidelity or
Yeah.
fidelity, about mental illness. It's got like so many
It's
adult
so
themes.
It's very complex.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Like they say it in the game trailers. This was number 1 in the top 10 game trailers scariest game.
I vouch for that. I think
Yeah.
it's good.
But they
I
actually
don't know
say
what they were going on about the project.
no, they say it's got more emotional layers. It's got so many emotional layers it'll make an onion weep.
Clever. Clever.
That's the cover of the soundtrack.
Yeah, it's so good.
So good, man.
It's really good.
All right.
It doesn't matter who I am.
Really good acting too.
Yeah, I
like
know.
voice acting.
I'm here for you, James.
Whoa.
Unreal.
So awesome. Oh. All right. So let's do this. So main scenario, because this is the Xbox version, which means it's got an extra scenario, which is like Maria's story.
Yeah, I never played the
it's
Xbox
not-
version. I was only playing
Yeah,
the PS2
it's
version.
the seriously, it's not that good. The sub scenario, but the main scenario is just
Or is
awesome.
it just a marketing gimmick to get people to buy it on the Xbox as opposed to the PS2? 'Cause
Nah, because what happens? The PS2 version had a director's cut, which included all this,
Oh, right.
and this was the first time it was on Xbox. So it's
Right,
just they
okay.
ported it. We'll go action beginner because we're just having fun. We're
Yeah.
enjoying the story. Same with the riddles. We'll make them easy. I have played it on normal riddles and normal action, and it's mostly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's doable.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's a little bit harder, but on beginner, you can literally stand there, and just get pelted by a monster, go for a coffee, come back, you're still alive. It's just so forgiving. But for people who just want to enjoy the story, it's perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You
so
know
it.
what makes me angry?
Yep.
The Silent Hill movie that they made.
Oh yeah, don't even get me started.
Although, like,
Well, the thing is, the Silent
just
Hill.
reminded me of Sean. What's his name?
Yeah, Sean Bean. But the thing is,
Like, what?
the Silent Hill movie used music from this instead of number one, but it was the story of
It was
number
story of
one.
number one,
They should have
yeah.
just used number one, and
They should've.
they shoehorned Pyramid Head.
Yeah.
Like, no, just do the first movie, or ignore the first movie altogether and do, because clearly the guy was a fan of number two.
Yeah.
Ignore one, just do a story. This stands alone, man.
Yeah, no,
Like, yeah.
when I first saw the trailer, I thought they were doing Silent Hill 2.
Yeah, same.
Because they had the same kind of
And
like
Pyramid
feel
Head and
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. And I was thinking, oh, okay, fine.
Yeah. And
But-
Sean Bean looked like
Yeah,
James
he looks like this
Sunderland.
guy.
Yeah.
But they didn't, and that kind of shit me. And then they didn't do it justice, so it was shit. Because this,
Yeah,
like,
I know.
I could just watch this really.
I know, it's so good. You know what it looks like?
Yeah.
Jindabyne.
Yes. You know what?
I take.
Each time, still, when there's a foggy day, reminds me of this.
I know, I
like,
know.
still.
I say to Joe, because this looks exactly like Jindabyne, and there's just as you're entering Jindabyne, there's a park that looks exactly like this, man, with the lake and everything. And I always say to
My
Joe,
restless dreams.
Silent Hill is our special. Jindabyne is our special place.
Silent Hill's our special place. You
Now look,
creeper.
'cause she goes, look, she goes, you'll take me someday
Yeah.
to our special place.
Promised you'd take me there.
It is
again
very
someday.
Jindabyne.
Yeah.
It looks exactly like the
Look
lake,
at it.
too, I know.
But you never did.
See, I'm alone there now.
Well,
Oh,
I'm alone there now,
so heartbreaking.
Jindabyne.
in
Good.
our special place,
Waiting for you.
Creepy and
waiting for you.
Oh,
really good writing.
this music.
So good.
I got a letter. The name on the envelope said Mary. My wife's name. It's ridiculous. Couldn't possibly be true. That's what I keep telling myself.
Apologies to like
Dead person can't
anyone
write a
if we
letter.
suddenly go silent and just get
Yeah.
immersed in the
Mary
storyline.
died
It's
of
really
that
easy to
damn
do.
disease
I know, it's so
3
good.
years ago. So
We just
then,
kind of forgot that we were
why
doing
am I
a stream. Just
Yeah.
just playing Silent Hill for kicks.
our special place. What could she mean? This whole town was our special place. Does she mean the park on the lake?
Just
We spent the whole day there,
Does this make any lists of
just the
top,
two of us,
you know,
staring at
games
the
of
water.
all time? It would.
Yeah.
It is
Could
so
Mary
like
really be
complete.
there?
I know, it's just perfect.
Is
I
she
love it.
really alive?
The biggest atrocity they made was the HD
Waiting for
remake
me.
of this. They changed the voice
Mm,
acting,
I
and then they added them as a patch, the old ones.
what a burn. Now, do you remember how to save?
Yes, but this one I do. Oops. So there's a bit of a walk from here to where the action begins. So as I mentioned before, this stream is made for to raise awareness of multiple sclerosis. Now, my sister B, who's
That's me.
sitting with me right now. Your husband, my brother-in-law, is an MS warrior.
He is, yeah. And my sister-in-law, his sister, is as well. So both siblings were diagnosed within a couple of years of each other, in their 30s or late 20s, early 30s.
So
and,
how did that come about?
in the same way, surprisingly, it was really horrible because it was so unknown for Kate, my sister-in-law, and it was something that we'd never really come across. Not many people do, and like you mentioned, MS isn't the kind of disease because it's not very visual. Like you can't kind of see the symptoms overtly. It's more what's going on because it's a neurological disease, so it's very much a silent battle. So we knew little about it. I heard about MS because obviously we had the readathon as a kid, but I never knew what multiple sclerosis was. I just knew of the MS readathon. I knew of the MS, I think it's the bike run or the Wollongong swim, all these kind of like smaller fundraisers. And she was actually overseas and lost her vision on her right eye. And it was so lucky that the country she was in, she actually went to a specialist who, and this was not a third world country, but you know, off the beaten track in South America. The hospital there had a neurological department that was quite highly regarded in that area, and they diagnosed her straight off the cuff. They said, "No, this is MS." She thought, she had headaches, she had some blurry vision, and she lost vision in one eye. And they told her, this is the telltale sign. It was called optic neuritis, and it's for many people suffering MS, it's one of the first symptoms that kind of eventuate, and how they diagnose quite easily because it's very much like there's other reasons why it could be caused, but MS is predominantly the reason. So she came back to Australia and we had MRIs and she spoke to neurologists and we saw her go through one of the toughest things, like she still continues to go through one of the toughest things ever, in her life at least. And we saw her on the medication at first and they had to put steroids to get her eyesight back, and it was quite horrific. Just seeing her go through the very early stages of the MS diagnosis, which is she had one symptom that was very strong. She had other symptoms, throughout her life that finally made sense, like her balance and headaches and tingles and things like that, that really she didn't you don't put two and two together before a diagnosis like that, because it can be anything. And then we saw her battle with MS as it got progressively worse over the next couple of years. And for my husband, we had already gone through it with Katie. So when Matt lost his vision in his eye as well, we knew straight away, and that was, I think, I don't want to say that it was harder because they were both horrible to go through, but because we kind of already knew the reason, it was heartbreaking because we thought, this is it. This has to be MS.
Excuse me.
So the same with Matthew. He's quite.
No, it's okay.
Matthew is
I didn't mean to scare
ridiculously
you.
resilient.
I'm kind of lost.
And he's just amazing in being very positive, which is hard when your body's going through things that you can't really see. And he's been very, truly
Yeah.
blessed in
I'm
that
looking for a
it's nowhere
silent
near
hill.
as bad as it could be
Is
at
this
his
the
age.
right way?
But that's the problem
yeah.
with MS. It's at any
It's hard
point
to see with this fog.
you can't play Russian
there's
roulette
only
with
the
it.
one
You
road.
either have to
You
go
can't
on
miss
the preventative medications to dial it down to
But-
kind of.
Yes?
There's no way you can repair the
I
damage,
think you'd
but you
better
can
stay away.
slow the progression, or
This,
you accept the inevitability that at any day it could just you could wake up with a serious issue. You can wake up with your legs not
Is it dangerous?
responding, or your vision's gone again, or you've got numbness everywhere, or there's intense pain.
Okay, I got it.
There's no
I'll be careful.
clear path
No,
of the
I
disease.
believe
It just it happens,
it's just.
and it hits people in different
I
ways.
guess I really
and,
don't care if it's dangerous or not.
And not to get
I'm
too.
going to town either
I mean,
way.
depending on how much you want to delve into it,
Mhm.
but
Why?
Kate did
I'm
undergo a
looking for
treatment in
someone.
Russia that's still very controversial
Who is
in
it?
Australia, which
Someone
surprises me to no end because it's.
very
I think the
important to me.
controversy is that they
I'd do anything
still
if I
it's
could
still
be with
very
her again.
young in terms of the treatment, which is stem cell related.
I'm looking for my mom.
So they don't have it here because
mean
there's
my
not enough
mother. It's been so
evidence
long since
in
I've seen
terms
her.
of the longevity of the treatment. So before
I thought my
they
father
get
and
some
brother
hard
were here.
data for a decade or
I
so,
can't find
they're
them
probably not
either.
going to accept it here or to introduce it
I'm
into our
sorry.
mainstream
It's not
medical
your
kind of offerings for
I
MS.
hope you find them.
But
Yeah,
they
you
do
too.
it in North America, they do it in Russia, and they do it in Mexico and India. There was a 60-minute story 2 years ago or something like that of a lady who went to Russia, and she was a big advocate, still is. And I'm so sorry, her name escapes me. But she was basically piloting the treatment in the terms of the media eye, because people had already had the treatment.
Pardon me.
That's all right. Had the treatment, but it hadn't been very publicized. So we all saw it. My sister-in-law was very interested in it. She went ahead and booked it, and it paid an exorbitant amount to do it because obviously being an overseas treatment, it's you can't go through any kind of medical system. It needs to be paid outright, and it's a lot of money. Not to mention flights, accommodation for months, all your food expenses and that kind of thing. So then she had it done, and I mean, she's had vast improvements. There are still some things that are niggling, and it's a time game now to see how it affects her. But I mean, she's a single mum. It was one of the hardest decisions ever, but I think that with MS, it's puts you such in a corner that you feel, it's definitely do or suffer the consequences. And we're lucky so far because we've not had to consider it yet, but I definitely wouldn't judge anyone that did. It's definitely changed lives, and it is a really horrible disease. Yeah.
So, if you don't mind, I'd like to keep talking about this.
No, go, it's fine.
So, with
I mean,
Matt.
you can't buzzkill Silent Hill,
Yeah.
so it's fine.
So, with Matt, what are the struggles he faces on a day-to-day basis, as far as his symptoms? Do they fluctuate? Is he experiencing different symptoms every day? What kind of symptoms are his normal everyday symptoms, for a lack of a better word? And how do you guys as a couple deal with it?
They do. I mean, they fluctuate, but they are still in the, thank God, early stages where he can't quite pinpoint whether it's an MS-related thing, or at least he doesn't necessarily want to. I think just to acknowledge the fact that it's there and it's existing. So he has numbness sometimes. He'll get pins and needles. When he sleeps, he gets very tired. But the beauty of Matt is that he's also incredibly active. Maybe not more so recently, just because we've had a lot of lifestyle changes, and we've changed home, and he's studying now, so it's a little bit harder. But he was always very active, and I think not that it's the key, but it doesn't hurt. It definitely helps to stay active as best you can, because some people just can't. but as you're younger or in your first diagnosis, he really put it aside and just focused on what he loves to do, which is cycling in all forms and shapes. So that's how he dealt with it, and that's how we dealt with it as a couple. I mean, you know, we have doctor's appointments and neurologist appointments, MRIs and scans that we go to together. I would hate to see anyone going through it alone, which is why MS Australia is also a really amazing organisation, because they give that support to people who A, might not have it within their social circle or their family, or B, just need extra support and advice and assistance. Not only once you've got the disease and it's quite, you know, rampant in your body, but also in early diagnosis. And they also offer support to families, so it's an incredible organisation. We haven't had to tap into it yet, but I know many people who have. I probably wouldn't want to tap into it knowing that there are people who are a lot worse off at the moment. But I know Katie, hers is a little bit more severe, and she has, and they've been amazing. Yeah, just a really great organisation. Them and MS Research Australia. I know my brother mentioned to the MS Australia page, but MS Research Australia is also a separate organisation that is incredible, and their focus is not so much the support side, but the science.
The research side.
Yeah, the research side, as the name suggests. It's not just a clever title. And they're really tackling the medicine behind it and the treatments and the preventative medication, which is hard to say, because obviously it's a little bit hard to indicate what the cause of MS is. There is no known kind of cause. Yeah, so I mean, that's how we've dealt with it so far, and we don't know what the road is ahead, but we're going to, I guess, do our best. And his family has been just amazing. I can't imagine the kind of pain and heartache it would be to see both kids go through this kind of a trauma. And his mum and dad have been so resilient. So it's been tough, but we get through it.
And what kind of symptoms has he had? I know he had blindness.
He did, yeah. He had the optic neuritis.
Yep.
That's the main one that he's had so far. His symptoms involve a lot of niggles and pain and things like that. He did. This isn't related, although I'm sure that the neurology of it probably isn't helping. He had a procedure to his brain 2 months ago, 2 years ago, sorry, 2 months, just before our wedding, actually, for a possible aneurysm, and the recovery has been quite impaired, I think, because of his condition. So as a result, the side of his face is completely numb, and that's probably not going to get any better because of the MS. But yeah, I mean, we've been pretty lucky, but he'll still get incredibly tired, and you know what being tired is like. You get agitated very easily. You get annoyed, and it just impairs your function and your function at work and just in the day-to-day. So if you multiply that, you know, tenfold as to someone who's feeling like that all the time, then clearly it's something that would really affect you in all facets of your life. Yeah. My sister-in-law, though, she has had some pretty bad symptoms. She's had, apart from the optic neuritis, just chronic. Look at this guy.
Actually, hold that thought, because
Yeah.
like,
Something's gonna happen.
not just that, but it's gonna get really loud.
I always find it funny how many of the ghouls and for lack of a better word, the baddies in Silent Hill knew.
Yeah, but
And,
that's
like,
the thing. That,
Yeah, I know. Like it's always it's that kind of like creepy eroticism,
yeah.
and I always thought it was odd
Is it
when I
dead?
first played it, but like I can so appreciate it now.
What
It's
the hell
just
is it?
incredible. The design
Yeah,
of
yeah.
them.
Human.
Well, that's the thing. Like, they're designed like that because of James' psyche, not because they're cool or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. But
Although,
it's
yeah.
his warped kind of.
Yeah, which is why it made no sense in the Silent Hill movie to have the nurses.
Exactly. They just looked hot
Yeah.
and creepy.
Anyway, so yeah, you were saying?
Yeah, Kate. She had a lot of symptoms early on, which affected her as a kid as well. Just in terms of her balance and aches and pains, and when she was diagnosed, she had the optic neuritis, and she has neuralgia, which is another issue that pairs as a neurological issue. So she'll have really bad eye pain and headaches, and nerve pain in her neck and the top of her head. She
What
describes it as
I better take it
like
anyway.
a burning
I'm
sensation,
late-minded.
like her face is on fire. It's awful.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's
yeah.
awful. It was actually funny because there was a photo that she posted on Facebook not long ago, and it was of someone's back and their entire spine. Like you could see all the little prods of each rivet of their spine, and it was all black and really pronounced, and so many bruises everywhere. Like the person's back was entirely black and blue, and burns on the side of like where the ribs are, and they're just, you know, obviously in a lot of pain. And it's had a caption of, if MS was a visible disease, that's what it would look like. And I think that was a really strong kind of a strong message, because it, like, the amount of times, it's so sad, the amount of times that she has been either looked at funny or actually verbally abused for using a disabled parking spot. Because she walks out looking normal, but she is in immense pain.
Yeah, yeah.
And people will be like, no, you can't park there, you're not disabled. And it's like, I get it. People are trying to be good Samaritans. Like, they're jerks about it.
Yeah, yeah.
And really they should shut their mouths. But because they can't see that she's got a visible impairment, then they think that they're doing the right thing by saving it for someone who does.
Yeah, yeah, that's
But
it.
she's, by in all medical regards and in terms of the government standards, a disabled person.
Not just that, but it's not like she's happily walking around. Like
Exactly.
she's in pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just so unfair that because of the fact that people aren't educated enough on that kind of disease, and I mean it goes the same with any kind of neurological disease where you can't really see it, or even some forms of cancer when you're in the early stages, and just because you can't see something visibly, it doesn't mean that the person's going through hell inside. And MS is definitely one of those. Like it is both horrible to endure and also difficult to explain, which makes it, I think, doubly hard. Because I mean, it's not all just about sympathy, but you want understanding. You want someone to be compassionate if you're in a disabled parking spot, or if you can't go out to their party that night, and you're like, listen, I'm sorry, my symptoms are playing up. You know, there have been people who have been jerks about it and just like, oh, you use it as an excuse. You're clearly fine. I'm sure even, I know your mate at work.
Yeah,
I'm sure even to an extent, and I hope this is wrong, but he may have experienced the fact that, if he needs to call in sick for work because he's not having a great day in terms of his MS, that they be understanding and they not think that it's just, being lazy or he's using it to his benefit. It's very serious.
Yeah.
And it's debilitating.
Well, like, thankfully for him, and like for anyone listening to this stream, he's totally unreal. So he's he's totally unreal. But that's the name that we've given him on the stream. Ooh.
Aptly.
Yeah. Where are you? So anyway.
There you skanky bitch.
So anyway, yeah. So so he's I've done he's the one that I've done Silent Hill 1 with, as a matter of fact. But yeah. So yeah, he's experienced that kind of stuff. Actually, it's funny because I was going to say he's experienced the same kind of thing. People giving him funny looks.
Yeah.
It's like you don't get it.
No. And I mean, it comes down to both ourselves being less judgmental.
Yeah.
But also being educated.
Well,
And,
that's it.
And understanding things beyond what we can see or feel.
That's right, and that's one of the reasons why I want to do these streams, because I want people to realize that there's a disease out there called MS, if they don't already know, and that it affects people in ways that you can't see.
Yeah.
And they're suffering, but they're being cool about it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like,
and I think, I really appreciate what you're doing because it's not commonly heard of, and I think that a lot of people, when my husband and my sister-in-law were both diagnosed, a lot of our friends and family and relatives weren't really that across MS. And I don't think it's until unless you're one of the people who will take their time out or have come across and more power to you. Like that's the best way to be, I think. But unless you know someone who's going through it, you don't quite, it's not something you'd come across on a day-to-day.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Even as a kid doing the MS readathon, it was never really explained to us.
No.
It was just like, this is a charity.
That's it.
I knew that MS was some sort of a thing that they were raising money for. It must have been bad, but how bad? I don't know. I didn't even know what it stood for.
Nah, same. And the thing is, my ignorance as a child, I didn't care. It was like, okay, I get to read books.
Yeah, it's
whatever,
if
man.
they take the time out and actually explain it, and maybe it was just our school, maybe our school was shitty. But if they take, just a harmless bug, mate.
Nah, man, it's bad.
You're getting all gung ho.
Pretty sure I can do
Can't see
something.
shit.
There we go.
Pretty sure I can do something with it.
There we go.
Beat it.
Yeah.
Beat it within an inch of its life.
I squash it dead. You have so pretty hair. But yeah, but MS sucks.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
Yeah, and like I said, I want more people to realize, it's a real disease.
Yeah.
Because they don't look it doesn't mean they're not in pain.
Yeah. And maybe knowing a little bit more about it and knowing the ins and outs of the symptoms and the suffering, but also getting to know the possibilities of having that treatment, those treatments available. Maybe if we get the word out a little bit more to people outside of the MS community, people will be vocal about it.
Yeah.
I know that if there was a cure not a cure, but because it's not a cure so much as it is a treatment, but it's quite effective for the vast majority of people who have done it. With obviously, exceptions as to the severity of the disease and that kind of thing. But if there was a similar treatment for, a more highly publicized disease. So if there was a similar treatment for one of your, your very big ticket, and I hate saying that because obviously every disease is horrible.
Yeah, it sounds insensitive, but
it does sound insensitive because I'm not saying that one is more important than the other,
exactly,
or one is more painful than the other, but we just need to be really mindful and educated about as many as we can, even if they're outside of our scope, you know.
Yeah. And
But
that's the
then,
thing, yeah.
people might be aware of the benefits and be more vocal about how we don't have this in Australia and how it's unfair to MS sufferers, and not just wait for someone close to them to be affected, but, you know, really put it out there in the same way that we have so much research going into breast cancer and it's constantly publicised. I want to see the same thing for MS.
That's right.
Yeah,
And
they're on equal playing fields as far as I'm concerned. Like, it's...
Yeah, we're not making light of cancer.
Not at all,
Cancer
not at all.
sucks.
It's horrible.
Yeah, but
it's
like
just as horrible. There are diseases that are very unglamorous. You know, there are various cancers that aren't as publicised, and I'd like to see the same for that. But the one obviously we're talking about in terms of disease is MS, because it's touched us personally, and it should be out in the open.
Yeah.
No, it's not glamorous. Maybe, you know, it doesn't have as much of a celebrity kind of angle on it. It's sad if that needs to be the case.
Yeah, and to an extent, unfortunately, that's sometimes you need exposure like that.
Yeah, and that makes me like very sad, because I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
No.
And I wouldn't want that to be, you know, I wouldn't want that to be the reason people suddenly start caring things.
Yeah, I think there's supposed to be someone in a straitjacket.
Alright.
At least that's how they got designed. Oh, a bug.
Squish it good.
There you go. Alright, there we go. But yeah, no, it's like I wish that more foundations were made that would give attention to MS. But yeah, like and like I said, not that I'm not saying cancer is easy. It's not.
No, it's
I've seen heaps of good people die to cancer, but you know, there's enough foundations to do that. Give us one more for MS.
Yeah.
Right? But like I said, not making light of any of it.
No.
Yeah.
It should just be. Should be given equal attention.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, I don't have to go here. I think I can go down here.
No. When you start to go inside the building, that's when it gets.
Well, I have to go inside the building, yeah. There we go.
There we go.
How we doing?
This always reminds me. You know what this reminds me of?
What?
You know that scene in I Am Legend?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when he goes into the warehouse and he's following the dog, and then he sees them all huddled.
Oh,
it's that kind of like low visibility, like just spotlight kind of vision that it reminds me of this, and it is so freaking scary. Like, I find that more scary than anything else. That the fact that you can look in one direction, you look a meter to the left, and suddenly there's something there.
Something there, yeah. Nah.
And that's why this game, like, it's so good. It plays on that visibility, like the fog.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
the darkness.
And to think that, like,
And that's effective.
Yeah, and the thing is, that was just made to cover up some of the game's
the graphics.
limitations. Yeah.
But it worked.
It worked.
It worked beautifully.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And there
It's
is
locked.
like you can't see shit.
No,
It's amazing.
yeah. It's such an atmospheric game.
Yeah.
Go in here? Yep. All right. I need a torch, which I think I can get up here.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. Our dad used to work at a government building.
In Sydney, yeah.
In Sydney. That was like on heritage listed. It was it's a school now, but it used to be a mental institute, and then
Yeah,
it was
an asylum.
a hospital, an asylum, yeah. And we used to go there as kids, and it was shit scary, and it reminds me of this, and it had that same generic corridor feel,
Yeah.
and that like gross, like even if it was obviously it's heritage list, they can't do much about the facade, but they all look the same, like all that interior hospital of that era. It was like 1800s. So gross.
Yeah.
He used to see things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Dad is not like a.
He's not skittish.
He's not, not skittish and not overly maybe religious, but not overly spiritual. And
No.
he definitely isn't jumpy. But he swears, like he vows and promises on our lives that he saw things. Like this lady.
You die.
Might have just been a student.
Yeah.
Drunk student. They're all whores.
Okay. Hopefully we get to Pyramid Head.
Yeah.
Pretty sure we will. Ah.
No.
Nope. But
No.
guess what I got now?
You got a flashlight. Oh.
Yep.
I love this one.
Oh, they're creepy too, man.
Yeah, this one used to scare me like a lot. More than Pyramid Head. Pyramid Head was just big.
Now I don't know, like.
And that's why,
To be honest, all of them scare
they were
me.
scary because it was just like scale.
Yeah, but they all scare me, to be completely honest.
Yeah. They had a big like axe. Or a sickle, what was it?
No, it was
sickle,
like a
wasn't
big.
it?
No, it was like a big sword or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember.
For back in 2004, this was crazy good. Look at it. Look at the
Yeah,
lighting.
no, it's so good.
It's crazy. Wait a minute.
It looks as though the flashlight actually makes it worse.
Yeah, nah.
I think that's the point. But I think you had better visibility without the flashlight because the contrast wasn't as bad. But this is scary as. This is good.
No, it's just this room. Oh no, you're right.
It is bad, eh? Cause,
Yeah.
because you got this flashlight and all you can see now is this silhouette. And that's terrifying.
Here we go.
But yeah, remember that one time he said that he was on the other side of, like, there was this courtyard in the middle. And 2 balconies either side of the courtyard. And it was 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that. And this guy, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, no one was there.
Yeah.
Like, no one. And he sees this person walk from one end of the balcony to the other. And he was on the other side, on the other balcony, and he shat his pants. I think he called my mum, like, basically, like, holy crap.
You're not gonna believe this shit. We're leaving.
I'm too old for this shit.
No, it's not here. There's a bit later on with a chair. It actually turns out to be there's a bloke.
thing?
No, there's a bloke in a chair with his head blown off. That's actually James.
Oh.
Yeah, the same model and everything. They never explain it, but they keep it vague. But it's clearly the same model, and they did that to make you feel uneasy because you're like, I'm not sure
Is this what's
why,
coming?
but that looks familiar.
Yeah.
You know. Handgun bullets.
Good.
When do I get the damn handgun though?
Shotty's good, mate.
Shotty's a good mate.
He's got a plank of wood with a
Yes,
with a
yes, he
nail
does.
through it.
Yeah.
You can do better than that.
No, man. I'm a bit lost. In a little room. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, I know where I am.
This is such a big problem that all the rooms look the same. Again, like a total design choice.
Yeah, the problem is the
But-
light, like you said, though.
Yeah.
Door's locked. Move on to the next one.
There's one more, isn't there?
No, that's it on this side. Imagine walking through a place like this, man.
I have walked to Dad's old workplace.
No, I mean like a whole town.
Oh yeah, no, you'd be getting out of there pretty fast. I don't know why these people keep hanging around.
There actually is a town in Pennsylvania like this.
Like a dead town.
Yeah, it's
a
called
ghost town.
Yeah, it's called Centralia, and they made it.
Centralia sounds horrific.
Well, Centralia is what this is kind of a bit based on,
Oh,
at
is
least
it?
the first game anyway.
Is it still a ghost town, or is it now flooded with tourists because they're like...
No, it's still just a ghost town.
It'd just be a whole bunch
The
of
problem-
druggies and squatters.
Nah, the problem is that because it's unsuitable for people to live there.
Oh, why?
Because-
Radiation or something?
Nah, there was this coal mine, and the coal mine caught fire, and then it just hasn't stopped burning because it's got an unlimited fuel supply essentially.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Creepy. What's it say?
There's writing on the clock. The scars from the past shall remove all the nail that stops time.
Will you
Yes.
push the clock?
Yes, I will.
Yes.
Mm.
He's too weak.
Maybe I can push it from the other side.
No,
Nah, maybe it is supposed to be from this side.
it's stuck to the ground, mate.
Well, let's try again, just in case. No matter how hard I try, it's stuck to the ground. What am I looking at? Clock is there. All right.
What year
Okay,
did this
next
come
floor. Huh? It came out, yep,
2001.
2001.
So good for 2001.
I know.
I know we keep singing its praises like we're getting some
Nah,
sort
it's so
of
good.
a cut from,
Nah, Konami sucks.
from Konami. Konami Australia sucks.
Well, nah, Konami,
Konami's
all of
really
Konami
sucks.
sucks. Yeah. Konami, they're jerks. But yeah, man, like,
But yeah, they make a good game.
they made
They made
a good. Well, no, they didn't even make it. They published this game a while back, and it was good. That's it. There was supposed to be a door here. Clearly, it's not there anymore. All right. Oh wait, I've already been here.
the laundry room.
Yeah, I need to go up the stairs, which is there. So,
There we are.
to the next level.
Got 12 minutes to find Pyramid Head.
Well, you want to just stop when we find Pyramid Head?
Yeah, I think so because
Like,
it's
it's not go-
iconic and
Plus, it's not going to take too much longer.
no, I think that I'd rather see Pyramid Head.
No, this is cool. This introduces Laura, actually.
Mole.
Why didn't he use the stick that he had?
Damn it.
Because it's got a nail on it.
Now I'll say, key is too far away.
Use your stick.
There we go. Oh.
Ah, handgun. No.
Yeah, no, but I'll stick to this. for
I'll
now.
stick to my primitive fucking.
No. It's good, man. It's good. Because a piece of stick with a nail in it doesn't run out of bullets. Does it?
No, I guess not.
Yeah.
Is that the one you just came through?
Yeah.
I feel like you missed doors because of this stupid lighting issue as well.
Nah.
Hate the lighting.
So I've got the
I
gun.
could not play this by myself.
Why not?
Not at night.
Wait a minute.
I think it's genuinely frightening.
I think I missed something. It says there that I could go through those doors, but... Oops.
You haven't been here, have you?
Yeah, this is where I just picked up the gun.
Oh, yeah.
But it said I could go through this door, but it says, no, I can't open it.
Look for another one.
This wall is marked with pot
There's
shots.
another.
Yeah, I don't think I can go through that one either. Yeah. I mean, there's certain conventions in horror games that I don't understand, like, you
Doors
know.
that are locked and then unlocked.
No, it says the lock is broken. Well, kick the door down.
Come up with a better solution. Like, oh, there's something in front of the door, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy it open. Or shut.
Jimmy is such a horrible word. Unless you're talking about Jimmy Smith's. I might have to go down to the first floor, sorry. Because I think I skipped the first floor.
Turn your bloody phone off.
Yes. I think it's Zootopia asking if I'm doing a stream.
Yes, it is.
Just ignore it for now.
Okay.
She'll know that I am because I'm not doing it. Because I'm not calling it, sorry.
Women.
Damn it. Am I missing something?
You're definitely missing something.
Alright, well, I'll go back to the second level.
It's that little key that slag.
That's slag.
Bar.
Take that, you stupid scrag. Well, there's something about that. I think I got to go into that clock.
Yeah, it's that room 209 behind it. Uh-oh. There we go.
North of here. There you go. Oh, I know what it is. Oh, this is good.
Don't ruin it. Here we go, music's changing. Oh, yeah. He's different.
See?
Oh, God. Oh, yeah, totally.
Oh my god. Who could have?
He's dead. Weird.
Oh, shit.
I bet you I can move it now. No.
This is really intense.
Oh, yeah.
There's a key. Alright.
202.
Oh, 202. Alright, so it's
Am
next
I-
door, isn't it? Oh,
202.
202.
No, it's that one.
Okay. Off you go then. Nothing to see here.
That was cool.
That was disgusting.
That's you. Oh, look, I think I used to be able to see something down there. I'm not gonna say what, but it was cool. I like this too, that you can just change the camera
Yeah.
sometimes. Not all.
I think the next one.
Yeah, I think so too. Here we go.
It's the same guy at the TV. It looks exactly the same. Oh, what is that? You're right, that is irritating. Just like knock it down.
Oh,
Use your
yeah.
foot. Oh, don't put your hand in. Put your head in. That's
Put your
not-
hand. Yes, put your head in. No, just your hand.
It's a glory hole.
Ooh.
Yep, that'll do it.
No. Something licked
Puts
it.
their hand in though.
I don't know this guy. Oh, that's not. This is.
That's an idiot.
Hey, this isn't even the worst thing he puts his hand into, right? Like you should. No, I'm dead serious. I think in this level too, like he puts his hands in some really crap stuff. Yes, the clock key.
It was worth touching someone's ass.
Yeah. Oh, he's like, ugh. I don't want to know where my hand has been.
Oh, there they are.
This is totally an homage to what's it called? Silence of the Lambs. Yeah.
Mm.
All right, here we go. This is good. No, that's not it. Sorry. Every time I walk into one of these rooms, I think I'm going to see something that I'm. Oh, what was this? Oh, what's this? Henry, Mildred, and Scott. Hours, minutes, and seconds. Get
You
it?
clever bastard.
Now I played this before.
You
All
could have
right,
just said
just
no.
remember this. All right.
What?
Henry. So hours is so 9, 10, 9, 10, and 15 seconds. So 9, 10, and 15 seconds.
Oh, for the clock.
Yeah.
Very clever.
9, 10, and 15 seconds.
Cannot guarantee I'm going to remember those numbers.
9, 10, and 15
Here we
seconds.
go.
It's fine.
You can't touch it.
Yes, I can. Watch.
Speed it with your stick.
Now watch. 9, 10, and 15 seconds. 9, 10, and 15 seconds.
Nine.
There you go.
Good. Now move it.
Ah,
Ah.
freaking sweet.
Bloody, everyone looks at. Ooh.
When in a place like this,
Paranoid.
wouldn't you?
Ah, very good. Checkpoint.
Yep. Drink. You know, it's funny because in games like this, people find drinks or sandwiches or whatever on the ground and they eat them, get health back. I saw a can at work on a table. Keep in mind, it's at work, so I know most of the people there. I still wouldn't drink it.
Yeah, if it wasn't open.
I don't care. Who knows where it's been?
I
Could be
would-
off.
I'd drink it if it was one of those vitamin lemons
Oh,
from Japan. They were awesome.
they're awesome, yeah.
Exactly, see?
1,000 lemons.
The power of 1,000
Yeah.
lemons.
It's like the power of 1,000 lemons contained in such a small bottle.
They were delicious though. And I don't know if it was psychosomatic, but I had a cold and it totally went away
Yeah.
after I drank 3 of them.
Oh, no, it helps. They sell them here at Liver.
What, little ones? Like the little
No, at
vitamin lemons? or
Liverpool.
CC
At
lemons?
Liverpool. No, they sell 1,000 lemons.
1,000 count lemon drink.
Yeah. The power of 1,000 lemons in the palm of my hand.
I'm gonna go and buy a bulk.
Yeah, do it. It's awesome. It's closed. Move on to the next door. Alright, it's not going good. Okay, I think this is where it happens. You know what I'm talking about.
Pussy, right?
Kind of.
Sorry.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh god.
You went too far off.
Yeah, no. It's totally at it. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know.
This is like
That's his
id.
psych.
This is
Yeah,
his-
that's
yeah.
right. That's his id. Weird, huh?
So, he's such a good character, like such a good design.
I know.
Not a character really, he doesn't really
Nah.
have a
Personality.
personality. Oh, so good. Put your hand in there.
Yeah. Ooh. Weird. Turn the damn light off, idiot.
Yeah. Oh, that'll make a difference.
I know, you can't kill your subconscious.
Just be like, I'm out, bye. This is weird enough for me.
Oh.
Bye, Felicia, I'm out. Sweet mother.
That is creepy. Alright, I'll get to the next save point and we'll save.
Alright.
Because I don't, like, I've done a few things now since the last checkpoint, so.
I think it doesn't get. Oh, it definitely gets better than that. But
Yeah.
I think
But
in
that's-
terms of an hour's worth of work,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Ha ha ha. Try to kick it out of my hands now!
It's just a normal washing machine.
Nothing
Never
witches.
seen one or used one before.
Yeah.
I'm a man.
Nothing to look at.
What are the checkpoints here again?
The checkpoints are like those red squares.
Yes. I'm gonna help you. Wow.
There we go. That's alright. A lot of these doors are broken. Gross. Oh. Yeah, I know when they scutter, it's even worse. That noise, that metallic weird noise. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Okay, I think the fire escaped.
There's going to be something down here.
Yeah.
They're not that nice. What you're trying to find?
Yeah, now I found it. Oh, wait. So what I gotta do, there's a bit where I have to jump across a ledge. So I'll do that, and then we'll save. Oh. I haven't been in here. That's alright, that's good. That's good.
What's that on the ground?
Canned juice.
Ew. Ew, I'll have the crab juice.
Yeah, ugh. Canned,
Mountain
not
Dew.
crab. So you gotta step out for a second?
Yep.
Alright, that's alright. Yeah. Wow, it's like I'm here, man. Oops, sorry. Come on. I just wanted to see the toilet pit.
This is the problem with playing one of these games for too long. That I just went into a dark part of the house.
What? Are you scared?
I was just like on edge. I think you have to stagger how many, like how long you play it for. I felt like I time that I dreamt Metal Gear.
Yeah. Well, one time.
I dreamt in Bird's Eye.
Hey. Well, one time I was playing. 2 times games have affected me with dreams. First time, not dreams, just in my life. That's how bad it is. So the first one, right? So the first one was when I was in high school, and remember we done that sleepover with everyone at the school, and so we all played Quake.
Oh yeah.
So we played Quake like the whole night, and then at night when I was walking around, I heard first, second, when I was when we were at the old place,
Yeah.
and I was when I was at the old place, and I was what he jumped across, and I was playing Chronicles of Riddick heaps.
Yeah.
I walked out of my bedroom after playing heaps for ages, and then it was really dark, and I'm like, I won't turn on the lights. I'll just use my eye shine.
That's funny. Oh.
All right, the checkpoint's just around here. Don't worry. Like I figured we can go on for a bit.
It's so gross.
We can go on for a bit only because it's the one.
It's the one, yeah.
Remember how I said that was not the worst place he had stuck his hand in?
Oh, don't tell me he's gonna stick it. Oh, yeah, I'll say there's something stuck in it. No, you shouldn't take it out. He's gonna get so many diseases.
He's in there. He's in there. Oh, there was poop in there.
There's nothing worth getting that's in a toilet with shit in it.
Looks like a wallet.
Just stick it between your butt cheeks. That's nature's law.
That's nature's pocket.
That's nature's pocket. Don't let it pick your pocket. Doesn't even wash his hands. Doesn't even try.
Ah.
Shakes it off.
So what was the combo?
What? 9, 10, 50.
That's all right.
What combo? What are you talking about? The clock? This is another thing? Does this happen?
Oh, canned juice. That's what I gotta do. Wait a minute. What was it? Memo. Yeah. Wallet and toilet bowl.
Oh, that's it.
4, 1, 14, 15. So 4, 1, 14. So 4, 1, 14, 15.
Yes.
Four. Oh crap.
Oh, you went past it. Oh well. Do it around. Go again. His hand is all slippery from the shit.
4, 1, 14.
15?
Gotta go all the way around for 15. There you go. Handgun book. That's it.
That's it? That's what you stuck your hand in shit for? Jeez,
Oh.
you wasted your time.
That was disappointing.
Oh well.
Actually, I gotta go back. Gotta go back. There's something I forgot. And this is good. So I'll go back. I'll get what I have to get. And then we might call it, yeah?
Yeah. I'll just go back, finish the game, and then we'll call it. You made it sound like a massive leap.
So where's the shoot? Alright, here we go.
When does Laura come back?
Laura doesn't come back until ages. I think once you get out of this area, to be completely honest, here we go. So I gotta stick the cans of fruit juice in there. Yes.
Perfectly good cans of fruit juice.
There we go.
So what did that do? Dislodge?
It dislodged. I think it's something good. I think it might just be like a gun or something. But we'll have a look. And then if it hasn't hit half an hour by then, like we'll just quickly. I'll just get to the end of the level. Remember the garbage chute?
Yes. I got a coin.
Oh no, that was important. They announced. Yep.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, no, that is important actually. Now I can go back up. Actually, I'll save. Because it'll be stupid if I died now. Ugh. The big one.
The big one. It's been a hell of a ride.
Hey man, if I could, and by could I mean like if I had the time,
Yeah.
I'd just smash it again. It's such a good game. Like good doesn't even begin to describe, but it's just epic.
Perfect. As far as, a perfect game goes.
Well, no game is perfect.
Perfect game.
Did somebody say perfect game? I'm doing walk on. So, what's in the news today?
Walk on.
So, what's in the news today? Alright. So, I don't have a map for this area yet.
Did
What?
you have the key for 209?
No, that's there's a note
Two.
stuck on the door. Dear Tim, I have to run to get an errand.
An errand.
What did it say? Sorry. Left the house key with Uncle David. You know where he lived, don't you? The key is in the room near the first floor staircase. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Tim's dead.
Tim is dead.
Uncle Dave's dead too.
Everybody's dead.
Everybody? What about Uncle Dave?
Everybody, stupid.
So many washing machines. What was this place?
Remember what was this?
Apartment block or something.
Yeah, I don't think I have a map for this area. Yeah. Here we go. So what did he say? The room, first floor, near the staircase.
Uncle Dave.
Yeah, Uncle Dave. Uncle Bob, huh?
Okay.
Uncle Bob, huh?
Okay.
To the right is the lady. To the left is the old one. Center. Cross each other. Oh shit! I still gotta get the coins. Fuck. I mean, sorry. Damn it.
I think you're gonna have to wrap it up soon.
Yeah, I think I will too. That's all right.
There is so much work to be done.
Yeah, there's quite a bit left to do.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Ah, nice one. Although,
Sweet.
What happened to Uncle Dave's key?
It's in that little storage thing.
Ah,
You know
right,
how I
the
just picked
coins.
up the old man
Yeah,
coin?
yeah.
Old man, woman coin, and some other coin. So there we go. All right. Okay. So that's Silent Hill 2. I hope we've given you a little bit of a taste, intrigued you a little bit.
If you haven't been intrigued
if you
yet,
hadn't
you're a
already
fool
been
and
intrigued.
you should go and get it right now.
So anyway, thank you for watching. Again, this was made to raise awareness of multiple sclerosis. So please visit msaustralia.org.au or msresearch.org.au. So thank you for joining me for these 31 days of horror. Like I said, I finished on the big one, the good one, my favorite one. If you have been watching this or leaving the likes on Instagram, thank you very much. It is a lot of work. It's a lot of work playing them, as bad as it sounds. I've been on edge the whole month because all I've been playing is freaking horror games.
His wife is going to be stoked that it's
Yeah,
finally
so it's finally finished. It's finally over. I will never do 30 days in a row again, ever. Thank you again. Like I said, thanks for the support. If you've watched and you've added me on Instagram and all that. From now on, they're going to be on a weekly basis or even a bi-weekly basis. And they're not going to be horror games. They'll be whatever I feel like playing at the time, to be completely honest. I'm looking to do some Super Nintendo stuff with Matt, actually. And I'm looking forward to doing some classic PlayStation 1 stuff. So thank you again. Thank you very much. Let's go have a rest. Bloody hell.
Good job. Good job.
Until next time, thank you very much.
See ya.